Well, this is my last evening here, and I'm going to hit a few different trails. 2 or 3 that are fairly short, and then one that's going to be longer. I'm on the Civilian Conservation Corps Forest Trail. I think I said that correctly. And beautiful night tonight. It's still pretty warm, but humidity is less. And so far, you know, knock on wood, the bugs aren't too bad. Have to put on my wide angle for this. These tall pines are just amazing, and we have some really nice light. It's bright enough where I think I can still bracket while hand holding. Yeah, I'm at 10 millimeters here on my Fuji camera, which is a crop sensor, so it gets pretty wide, 10 millimeters. This is probably a photo I've taken too many times while on this trip, but they just don't seem to not amaze me here. Mosquitoes are coming out. Yeah, it's kind of hard. They look very distorted because they're so tall, but they are very tall. Well, I'm done with the Civilian Conservation Corps Trail, and that was only 1/3 of a mile, so it was pretty short. I'm on the next, about to enter the next trail, which is called White Pine Trail, and this one is only 200 feet. So I'm very curious what made them make a trail so short. So maybe it's nothing, maybe there's something super cool worth, you know, making it 200 feet for, but yeah, we'll find out. Apparently this tree began as a seedling about 1690. It survived multiple wildfires. It was spared from logging. In the 1890s, it was his 200th birthday. And in 2019, train wrecker fungus claimed the white pine's crown. The decaying treetop fell to the ground after a storm. Kind of depressing that the state used to have, I don't know, maybe 1/4 or more of its whole landmass covered in these ancient woods, and it was all logged. Kind of sad. And I'm walking up ahead. It shouldn't be too far, but it should be up here on the right, I think. Nicollet Trail. I have to hurry, my tripod's right in the road. I'm not even to the trail yet, just walked. I'm just walking towards the trail, and this is a really pretty view. Not quite sure how to compose this though, honestly. The water goes off this way, the scene goes straight on, and the light isn't the greatest. Might be a little better, a little more balanced. We'll see. This is actually attempt number 2 at this scene. I was back a bit, now I move forward. I have a little bit better contrast that I was shooting for. I usually go for light, natural sunlight, soft light, and this I'm trying to get the contrast of the trees on the left, which are very heavily shaded, and then in the back down the trail you see some lit up trees. So I'm going to take the shot now, just so I don't lose any of the light, because it's gorgeous. I actually ended up already taking the shot, but it's basically following the path here, and then there's some interesting light on those pine trees there. So we'll see how it turns out. I did another quick shot of this with the same theme as the earlier shot, where I got this bright tree here on the right with the sun shining on it in contrast with the darker pines in the background. I did it quickly because the mosquitoes are still a pain in the butt, but hopefully even quickly and handheld it turned out. The light is really, really nice now. I'm going to ignore the stream in the foreground and focus in on just the contrast of the lit up grove of trees way in the back. And then I'm also looking up quite a bit high where I got some nice blue sky. Here we go. Well, at least in this part of the park, I've lost my light. I may look and see if there's something close by that I haven't hit yet, but I don't think so. I've hit most every trail except for a handful that are a little harder to reach. So I'll probably pack it up tonight and head out for one last trip tomorrow. Well, it's our final day at the week-long camping trip that we had at Itasca State Park, and I'm ending the video at the beginning of the Mississippi. I thought it was kind of fitting. I have a few photos here, so I don't know if I'll capture anything better than what I have already, but it's worth a try. Even if I don't, it's still a wonderful place to end the trip. It's kind of the eternal problem of setting up here. It's hard to know the best spot. They all look really good. I'm getting a little bit lower. There's some nice cloud cover color just below the tree to the left. So I'm trying not to set up too high. I suppose I need a camera. Do one with the Minolta. Just takes a little bit longer to focus. I think the pelicans are coming in. They're graceful flyers. Actually gonna go way back here. Gotta hurry when my light goes. I'm at f8 and eighth of a second. And I'm an idiot. I think I'm gonna focus in right here. Those pelicans never came back. They just kind of flew over, did a circle, and then left. When I arrived here, there was a bald eagle that was perched right on this branch here. It flew in as I was kind of turning the corner, and it hung out. I froze for a bit. I was kind of contemplating, do I get out long lens, but it's too dark, and I was too indecisive, and he left. Beautiful. Just get wide enough. It's kind of awkward. The cloud and everything's lined up on the right. Don't have much balance. Maybe I'll try and widen it out and get a little bit more of that light on the left. Move over here just a little bit. Balance those clouds that we see with the tree. I don't want to take too many of like the same shot, especially with the light is going to probably get a lot more intense here in a short amount of time. But I guess I'm kind of hedging here, just capture what I can in case something weird happens. Just the cloud shapes are very unique and pretty. And you can't look away for even a second. Just when I was setting up the camera, I had my long lens already to do just this, and here it was flying in towards me as I was fiddling with the camera. Looks like it was maybe a juvenile eagle. Waiting for the light to come up over on the left hand side here. I think there's some clouds a little bit in the way. It's a bit there's more clouds on the left than there is on the right, and I think it's kind of softening the light a bit. There's something flying in here. That eagle. There were two of them. Only got the one. The other one kind of veered off to the left earlier in the flight, and then the other one came more towards me. I want a few more pelicans to come in. Saw two loons fly over also, and one of them was doing its cry. I didn't know that they did that while flying as well. Still the only one out here. Of course, it is 5:50 in the morning. There's something way out there, but it's like a egret or something, or a heron. It's a heron. So it might be it for the sun for a bit. Well, this might be a good time to wrap up the video. It was a really good week. Got pretty warm, but it was sunny. Very nice in the mornings, very nice in the evenings, and just overall lucked out weather-wise. Really had a good trip, and hopefully some of the photos turned out as well. So if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it, and hope to catch you again on the next one. Take care.